How many minutes do I have left on this thing?
37.
We better do this quickly. Hell, just like that? All right.
I'm too tall for this.
Oh, all right, come on. Let's see. There's no way you're that tall. Oh, what about the same height? Oh, you son of a bitch. Guess we're doing it like this somehow, so
Yes.
let's hope I can be able to add the poster in here. Anyways, hello everyone. As of today, it is Christmas Eve, so Merry Christmas Eve, but you'll probably see this on Christmas Day. Depends. I'm already behind on so many videos, which is frustrating. Still, though, with that being said, this is our double movie review. This is our double movie review for both Puss in Boots films, as I've watched it recently, and he's caught up with all the Shrek movies, even the specials, like the Halloween and Christmas special ones. What are you doing with your lips?
Nothing does. Come on.
Alright, he wants to get this over with. So yeah, for first things off, before we talk about our thoughts with Puss in Boots 2, which we did saw that, which be sure to check our quick movie vlog of it, which is also half movie vlog, half vlog, it's both vlogs combined, but yeah, we're now going to talk about our thoughts with Puss in Boots that came out about 11 years ago. And
what?
I thought
you were talking about the what you call it, the other.
Oh, yeah, Puss in Boots.
Yeah, no, I thought you were talking about the other Puss in Boots.
The other Puss in Boots.
No, Puss in
Oh,
Boots
the
2.
three Dabblers?
No, Puss in Boots 2.
Oh no, we're gonna talk about that right after this one. This is a double movie. We're gonna talk about 1 and 2, but still.
Okay.
So yeah, number 1. As I was watching, I did mention this in my Shrek 4 review. As I was watching the first one, I literally had remembered. Oh my god, I remember we missed like 30 minutes of the whole movie as we got to the theater late, and it was why it just flew. Like we met like 11 years ago, we missed 30 minutes of the whole movie. I mean, we were able to make. I mean, like we got to the part where.
Which part?
Okay, so there's a scene where Humpty Dumpty is.
Oh.
As soon as we got in, that's the part where we saw where he's just trying to plant beans, and that's where he meets Puss and all that. It hit me. Like I'm surprised I even remembered that. But yeah, that's true. We actually missed 30 minutes of footage. Because this is a thing that we sometimes miss opening scenes, but
I remember now.
Yeah. So though, I think we did try seeing it again in theaters. We may have possibly saw this twice in theaters because like we did miss the opening scene, but still though, I mean just yeah, that's pretty much what happened, but we definitely have seen the first movie in theaters back in 2011.
Yeah.
And, so I honestly thought that this movie was at 70-something%, but no, it's at 80%. I did check out the reviews and just, can Puss in Boots stand on his own movie and everything? You know, since this is pretty much a spinoff of the Shrek franchise? Yeah! And just, Dave, what are your quick thoughts about Puss in Boots?
Well, I really like the movie because, mostly because of Puss in Boots.
Yeah, Puss in Boots is definitely the best part of this movie. I mean, he carries it.
Also because he's a cat, so.
Oh yes, we are a fan of cats. Any other thoughts?
That's mostly.
What about Humpty Dumpty or Kitty Softpaws?
Well, yeah, I also like Kitty Softpaws as well. Yeah, and then.
Humpty Dumpty?
Yeah, I guess you could say that.
What about Jack and Jill, who are sort of villains in this movie? Just, I don't know, but like, if you had to give it a rating, what would you give it?
I have to give it 10 because I really like how, what was it, friendship between Puss in Boots and Humpty Dumpty was, so.
Okay, so what do you think are my thoughts with Puss in Boots?
I don't know.
Oh, yes, go for it.
No.
Okay, this just feels weird. I don't know if it's me or that I feel like I need a rewatch or something. But as I rewatched it, I kind of have a mixed bag with this one. I have some mixed thoughts with Puss in Boots. Now, I figured people were mixed on this, but like with the audience score, so I checked the audience score. It's at like a 69%. It's around 60. That's pretty much how I feel with the movie. Like just, I'm like, I mean, I definitely enjoyed this back as a kid, but now like, I kind of actually have a bit of a mixed bag with this one. No, don't get me wrong. It's not a bad movie. It's definitely a good movie. Just, I guess there was just some things that didn't work with me. I don't know, but like the one thing that that's kind of bothering me a little bit is the runtime. Like it flies by really quick.
I know.
I swear to God, it has to be the same runtime as Ben and Let There Be Carnage.
No, literally with the second movie, I felt like that was so quick. I don't know why, but
Oh, wait, Puss in Boots 2 had like
I don't know. To me,
I don't know.
it felt
I
so
saw
quick.
it, but like the first movie, seriously, it just feels like it just flew by real quick. But just, I just have a mixed bag. And Humpty Dumpty, all right, I have a mixed, I have a love hate with Humpty Dumpty. I like him, but I don't like him at the same time. And I guess the dislike part would be that he pretty much betrayed Puss in Boots to get revenge and everything. Which we both didn't saw that coming, did we? Back in no,
Well,
we
I mean,
didn't.
kind of.
But rewatching it now, I feel like I should have seen it coming a mile away. Like I should have found this movie predictable. But how could I find it predictable if I've already seen it? I mean, like it's been like a while since I've watched it. I've watched it a couple of times, you know, in theaters and then at home and all that. But just like, I just have a bit of a mixed bag with this one now. This is something I found out recently. Puss in Boots is a freaking prequel. That I was not aware of. I thought this took place like.
You never knew?
I don't know how you know. Like, so yeah, I mean, the second one is pretty much actually taking place after the Shrek movies, but like,
Yes.
I wasn't even aware that this was a prequel. I should have known that this was a prequel, but just still though, I just have a bit of a mixed bag with Puss in Boots. I like it. I just like it's definitely a good movie. It's just I just pretty much have a mixed bag with this movie. I definitely didn't. Okay, there's one. So the whole monster thing. I was wondering what was the monster reveal, and then I was kind of surprised that it turned out to be a giant ass goose.
Yeah, as well. Yeah, with the golden egg, I think.
Yeah. Now I will say this. I did kind of felt bad that Humpty Dumpty died somehow.
Why do you have to say it like that, bro?
Well, he let go of his. I mean, like he did. Like Puss in Boots wouldn't let him go, and he's just like, I know you won't, so I won't make you choose. And he just, boom, lets himself go and crack an egg.
You didn't have to say he died, Matthias.
I'm honestly a bit 50-50 if he died. I mean, like he's a golden egg. Like, I mean, in the credits, he's just like chilling with the mama goose and the golden goose.
Oh yeah, the golden goose.
So though, I mean, I did dug that Puss in Boots pretty much had like a mother-like owner, and like with the whole mother, they just still. Just, I find this movie a bit of a mixed bag for me, but if I had to give it a rating, it's either a 7 or a 7.5 out of 10. Puss in Boots, he's definitely one of the best parts of this movie. He's definitely one of the best parts of this movie. Just, it's weird that, wow, I actually have a bit of a mixed bag with this one. But, yeah, so he's giving it 10 out of 10. I'm giving it a 7.5 out of 10. The 0.5 is going to be for Puss in Boots because, yeah. He's awesome. Puss in Boots is awesome. I definitely enjoyed Puss in Boots through the Shrek movies, even though it was not in the first one and just debuted in the second one. But still, though, yeah, I definitely enjoyed it. I mean, I still like it. It's just I just have a mixed bag with Puss in Boots. But what about Puss in Boots 2, The Last Wish? The Last Wish, which I want to know how I found out about this. I swear I must have found out like last year or something, or from 3C Films. I don't know, but like. I want to know how did I reacted when it was announced they'd be making a sequel to Puss in Boots.
Okay, if I had to say anything about Puss in Boots 3, that wolf.
Puss in Boots 3?
Not 3, but 2.
Alright, okay, so that's our thoughts with the first one. Now, I'm talking about our thoughts with the second one, which I have a lot I want to say, because let's just say that, yeah, okay, this is what, like, this movie has been getting crazy praise, just similar with Top Gun Maverick, and oh my god. Yeah, if I hear that whistle, I'm immediately gonna get scared, because I watched the Hugh Thomas's review on Puss in Boots 2, and he mentioned something about the werewolf, and, I mean, like, I was, okay, so he's scary, okay, alright, bet, and legitimately, he is straight up scary in this movie. I'm not even a little kid, but I feel, like, he pretty much had a presence. He had a presence, and we will be talking spoilers, by the way, but I will put a spoiler warning. Now, all of you should have already seen the movie by now, but I am still going to put a spoiler warning for those of you that haven't seen it, because I basically had to wait 2 days or 3.
It came out
on a Wednesday. It came out on a Wednesday.
Yeah, on the 21st. How is...
So everyone has to have seen it already.
Alright then.
But I'm still going to put a spoiler warning, in case if any of you have not seen it, since I had to wait a couple of days later just to watch it with them. He could have watched it with Rylan before he came to visit.
I want.
That would have never worked out.
Mm-mm.
I wonder how Rylan's gonna watch it. He's definitely gonna get terrified of the werewolf. Yeah, still. Okay, so yeah, people have been praising this movie and that it's like legitimately one of the best animated films of this year, and they're not lying. They're not capping. That is definitely one of the. I mean, I did name off a couple of movies, like there was Lightyear, The Bad Guys, Turning Red. There was also Strange World, which sadly that bombed, and that. I have to say, it is a bit. The Strange World is a bit of a forgettable movie. I still enjoyed Strange World, but like I think there's like 4 anime movies. They've not like reached to the top 1. Like what's taking the number 1 spot is definitely Puss in Boots 2, because right off the bat, it has got Spider-Verse animation in here. I dug the animation for Spider-Verse, and it's got some similarities in this one. Like there were some moments, like in that giant, where that giant is just running towards Puss in Boots, like. I was just digging that. Like, I just love the animation for this movie. They definitely have changed the animation from, like, I'm, like, comparing him to what he looked like in the other movies to what he looks like now. He just looks more adorable. I mean, like, he was adorable in the other movies, but, like, just, in the other ones, he looks a little realistic. He looked a little bit realistic, but in this one, he's a lot more animated and everything. I mean, both are animated films, but, like, just, yeah, they definitely changed up the animation, but, yeah. Since he was whistling, we might as well talk. And since I was talking about the werewolf, yeah, the werewolf is straight up scary. He is scary as hell, man. He definitely had a presence in this movie, because just like, I mean, like I was digging the fight they were going on, but as soon as he made a cut on Puss's forehead, oh yeah, it just went full on scary. Like it was straight up scary. Like whenever he would just pop up, when Puss would get scared, like he just had a presence. He totally had a presence. And what's funny, and here's the spoiler, what's funny is that when you mention it, like, I'm actually surprised you even understood what he said as he spoke in Spanish. Like, literally, I'm like rewinding back, just thinking back on the scenes he was popping up in, and yeah, he pretty much was playing around with this food, just popping up, scaring him, and just waiting, like, there were times he could have straight up killed him, yet he was just playing around with this food. That is funny when I think about it. He literally was playing around with his food as he was scaring the living shit out of Puss in Boots. Like, Puss in Boots was terrified of the big bad werewolf. But, you had thoughts on the werewolf, or is that all you wanted to say?
No, he's a really cool character.
He's definitely an awesome villain.
Especially with his...
cool looking swords.
Not swords, but
or,
weapons.
Weapons. He's got, like, pretty cool weapons, but, like... He's a pretty awesome villain. He is definitely an awesome villain in this movie, but one terrifying villain, because god dang. Oh, he had a presence. But, yeah, Puss in Boots is down to his last life. I honestly thought that the wolf would end up killing him and that Kitty Softpaws would make her wish to bring him back. But, I figured he would somehow get his 9 lives back, but no, he's down to his last life. And nobody makes a wish in this movie. Now, Goldilocks' wish, which, okay, Florence Pugh, who is Elena in the MCU, she voices Goldilocks. I enjoyed the Goldilocks. Let me phrase that. I enjoyed Goldilocks and the 3 Bears. They were awesome in this movie, especially, like, Florence Pugh was amazing as Goldilocks. And her wish was to have a real family, since I mean, she already had a family, and it was the Bears, but she would have rather have a normal family. But, so yeah, nobody made a wish in this movie, especially, Big Jack dude?
Big Jack.
Whatever his name is. Whatever his name is. So yeah, he had an awful wish he wanted to do, which would probably end up destroying the world, but like just...
He wanted to be the most powerful.
Oh, like just... Yeah. Yeah, he was funny in this movie. I will say, he was funny in this movie. Well, pretty awful. And by awful, I mean like he is a horrible person, as his bakers just die. This movie is pretty mature. I mean, it may be a kid's movie, but it is pretty mature as it talks about death, since Puss is on his last life, as he just wasted his 8 lives, since all he cared about was his legendary ego. Puss in
It
Boots.
also bleeps out like.
Oh yeah, there were some funny moments where they bleeped out some cuss words, and also Pedro.
Pedro.
Not Pedro.
Perito.
Perito, yes, Perito. Yeah, I think we can both agree we enjoyed him a lot more. And then I think I enjoyed Perito a lot more than Humpty Dumpty, but like Perito was definitely one of the funniest parts of this movie. He was definitely an enjoyable character. Yet we both definitely felt bad for him for a specific scene where they put him in a sock with a rock and threw him in the lake, which is like they have some dark humor in there about his backstory. Like just you gotta admit you feel bad for this dog because basically nobody wants him. Nobody. That is upsetting. Like, can we have Shrek adopt this dog? All right, Shrek. Okay, does Shrek pop up into this movie? Technically, yes and no. Yes, for like as soon as Puss is in like goosebumps with his fur, he's just having flashbacks about his life. We do get a quick shot of Shrek and Donkey, but that's just it. We barely get a glimpse, but he doesn't show up in this movie. We do get to see him a little bit in those flashbacks when Werewolf's just like, what's the matter? Light flashing before your eyes and all that, but just by the end, it definitely teases Shrek 5 as they go to far, far away, so wait, is Shrek 5 actually happening?
It seems like it does.
Because like I looked up on 2023 movies and I saw 2 movies. Okay, so we got like 2 movies this year, which were The Bad Guys and Puss in Boots 2. But for I guess the next 2 DreamWorks movies to be coming out next year are Shrek 5 and Trolls 3. So I've not seen Trolls 2, but just Okay, so just Shrek 5 I've heard. I can't even talk right now. So yeah. There were reports that Shrek 5 would be happening, but it's been dead silent ever since. But now it's looking to be likely that Shrek 5 is actually happening. And it could be coming out in like 5 months. So who knows if we'll be getting a trailer by January for all I know. And if it is actually happening, then not only did I make the Shrek reviews way too early when I could have just reviewed the first Puss in Boots movie, and we'd just be talking Puss in Boots 2, but like, holy shit, Shrek 5's actually happening. That is crazy, but still though, so yeah, I enjoyed this a lot more than the first movie. Definitely. Now, obviously we're gonna give it a... It looks like you were falling asleep.
Yeah.
Okay, obviously we're both giving this like a 10 out of 10. This is a definitely 10 out of 10, especially with the animation. Some people may not be on board with it. Some people may not be on board. But I'm totally on board. I dig the animation, but be prepared to see a different type of Shrek. Because since this is pretty much different we did get to see Gingy and Pinocchio. I was aware of Gingy as he was showing the trailers, but Pinocchio? That I was surprised about, but still though. Yeah, this is definitely this is definitely one of the best animated films. So like I gotta do like a top 5 best animated films. But but you still though, yeah, definitely a 10 out of 10 for me. I enjoyed this a lot more than the first one, and yeah, if Shrek 5 is happening, then I gotta be sure to put that on my most anticipated list. And it won't be on my top 10, but it'll definitely be on my most anticipated list. But yeah, if it's actually happening, and if we're getting it in 5 months, then it's time to get excited. But with that being said, that's pretty much gonna be our quick thoughts on both films.
Yes.
So which movie did you enjoy the most?
Second one.
I was implying about DreamWorks movies that we've gotten this year. The Bad Guys, which you happen to be a huge fan of the books,
one.
Or Puss in Boots too.
Second one.
So just Puss in Boots.
I'm glad to do that one, yeah.
Because like I was implying about DreamWorks movies, not like the Puss in Boots movies. So you would prefer Puss in Boots 2 over the Bad Guys, even though we both have seen. You're obviously a huge Bad Guys fan, but just yeah, you definitely enjoy Puss in Boots 2 a lot more than the Bad Guys. Alright. Anyways, with that being said, Merry Christmas Eve, everybody. I am gonna end this probably between now and tomorrow. How much have we recorded? Okay, yeah, we should wrap this up. It's like 20, is that 20? No, yeah, it's 20 minutes. So, yeah, be sure to let me know. I can't even talk correctly. Be sure to let me know your thoughts, comments down below for both Puss in Boots films. And, yeah, again, if Shrek 5 is happening, which I've said multiple times, I reviewed the Shrek movies way too damn early. But I do hope 3C Films covers a review series for all 4 of them, because I would like to know his thoughts on Shrek 2. Obviously, I know why Shrek 2 is definitely... Like, Puss in Boots 2 is as good as the first 2 Shrek movies. But yeah, I'm going to have to do a ranking on TikTok. But yeah, I'll see y'all in the next video. And happy... let me phrase that. And Merry Christmas, you filthy animals. And a Happy New Year. Why did I talk like that? Alright, you want to end the video in your own way since you ended the last video? Just like, oh, no.
I don't really care at this point.
Oh. Okay, well, in that case, peace out. Oh my god! I should have saw that coming!